Iran yesterday denied testing a missile capable of carrying a nuclear warhead, as Britain says. The Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesperson told reporters that none of the missiles tested by Iran are capable of carrying a nuclear warhead. Early yesterday, Iranian state TV showed footage of a missile being launched in an unknown location while a submarine was tested in Iranian waters. British Foreign Secretary William Hague told Parliament yesterday that Iran was testing missiles capable of delivering nuclear payload. Japan's parliamentary vice foreign minister Makia Kikuta met pro-democracy leader Aung San Suu Kyi yesterday at Pyongyang's headquarters of the disbanded National League for Democracy. After an hour meeting, Kikuta and Suu Kyi did not say anything about their discussions, but local observers say Kikuta's visit is to study the possibilities for resuming assistance and aids to Myanmar. New Zealand's Prime Minister John Key met Bollywood actors Abhishek Bachchan and Bipasha Basu yesterday while his visit to a set of film Player in India's entertainment capital Mumbai. The majority of the upcoming film Player is being shot in the scenic location of New Zealand. Key on Tuesday had signed a co-production contract with India in which it was agreed that the Indian filmmakers would be given similar benefits as those provided to the New Zealand filmmakers. Showering praise on Bollywood, Key said that movies are a great way to showcase their country and invite more and more Indian filmmakers to visit New Zealand. Well, with the details from the sporting arena, we are now joined by Aaron. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning, Gayatri.
Well, one of the biggest upsets in this year's Wimbledon was created when Roger Federer was defeated by Wilfried Tsonga in the quarterfinals. I assume you have some details of that story.
Well, I do have a detailed update of the story, but right now, coming up is some football local news. Sri Lanka and the Philippines football coaches pronounced themselves happy with their 1-1 draw in a 2014 Football World Cup preliminary game in Colombo yesterday. The two teams will meet in Manila on Sunday for the second leg.
No, I think boys sucks off like hard out or out. So I think performance-wise, supporters can see the good entertaining match, right? So as a coaching point of view, also quite happy. They are like 100% deliver, right? But only thing is result-wise, we play in home ground. We need to win.
The team has dominated the first half quite clear, and we should have scored earlier on. Well, in the halftime, I said to the boys just to continue like that, a little bit more composed, a little bit more quiet on the ball, and then hopefully then that our dominance would go through to goals. That happened 6 minutes after kick-off, and we were very positive to score another goal. So it didn't happen. We were also lucky, honestly, in the last minutes that we didn't concede another goal. So maybe we had a slight dominance, but overall I'm not unhappy with the result. It gives us all the chances to proceed in Manila on Sunday.
Well, now taking a look at some sports news from the grass courts. Roger Federer suffered his second straight Wimbledon quarterfinal exit when an extraordinary comeback by Wilfried Tsonga condemned the Swiss to a shocking defeat yesterday. The third seed's defeat was the first time he lost the Grand Slam match, having been 2 sets up. Federer, who had been bidding for a record-equaling 7th Wimbledon title, glided through the first set and never looked in danger in the second set or tiebreak as Tsonga made some sloppy, nervous errors. However, the 12th seed soon found his groove with his immense energy and athleticism suddenly boring Federer. Tsonga broke for 2-1 in the third and fourth sets and held out, thanks to some rasping ground strokes and trademark volleys. His raw power threatened to completely outmuscle the record 16-time Grand Slam champion, who failed to raise his game and slipped a breakdown at the start of the fifth set when he netted. Federer could do nothing to halt Tsonga's momentum, with the Frenchman laying into every stroke with all his might to reach a third Grand Slam semi-final and set up a meeting with Novak Djokovic tomorrow. Well, now are some sports news in brief.
Chelsea's new coach Andre Villaboa talked to television and radio reporters for the first time after assuming his post yesterday. Villaboa previously worked at Chelsea as an assistant coach to Jose Mourinho. He also guided FC Porto to win the Europa League in May. Born in 1977, Andre Villaboa said that he was not expecting to have any problems stamping his authority as a manager despite his comparative youth. Shane Watson has joined Ricky Ponting in expressing his disappointment at the axing of his opening partner Simon Katich from the contracts list by Cricket Australia earlier this month. 35-year-old Katich, who has been extremely consistent in the years leading up to his axing, has called the decision absolutely ridiculous in an outburst which Ponting said was justified. Watson had formed a productive opening partnership with Katich in the last couple of years, adding 1,523 runs in 28 innings at an average of 54.39. He felt that Katich could have gone on for some more time instead of being forced out. There may be superstars on the basketball court, but Jason Terry and Rudy Gay are facing off in a darkly lit room full of flat-screen televisions. The two NBA players were battling it out for a promotional event for the Call of Duty Black Ops Annihilation. Jason Terry, a guard for the current NBA champions the Dallas Mavericks, was decked out in championship gear for the event. Both Terry and Gay take their video gaming seriously, making sure that their opponents didn't get a head start or extra hints. They donned their headsets and dove into the game, making sure to take a few shots at each other.
Well, time to take a look at this morning's currency exchange rates. Well, Tom Cruise becomes Ethan Hunter once again and returns to the big screen in the latest installment of the Mission Impossible series, Ghost Protocol. The movie is scheduled to hit theaters in time for the holiday season on December 16th.
A bomb blew up the Kremlin. The president has initiated Ghost Protocol. The entire IMF has been disavowed. Now I've been ordered to take you to Washington, where they will hang the Kremlin bombing on you and your team, unless you were to escape after assaulting Brandt and me. But if anyone of your team is caught, they will be branded terrorists, out to incite global nuclear war.
So what happens now?
Your mission, should you choose to accept it.
So, what's the play?
Who are you really, Brandt?
We all have our secrets. Don't we, Ethan?
Okay, now remember, blue is glue.
And when it's red?
Dead.
You're not gonna make it!
You're not helping.
Well, that is indeed a movie that I would not want to miss. Well, with that, we wrap up this edition of Breakfast News. But be sure to join us on our early updates. Until then, take care.